In today's video, we're going to check out an alternative way to organize your menu items, your menus, in Joomla. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Oh, I forgot to check my mic. Yeah, good. You can hear me. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch and Work live stream number 297 here on the Basic Joomla channel, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. I also work on Joomla sites, build and maintain them, do all the stuff. If you're looking to hire someone short-term or long-term, or just get you out of a spot, send me an email, tim@cybersalt.com. Shout out to our channel sponsor who's sponsoring today's video as usual, mysites.guru. Do you have a Joomla site? Of course you do. Then head on over to mysites.guru and get a free site audit for it. Check out all the tools and information that'll save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites. Okay. Yeah, that free site audit is really good. Actually, the other day I had a site, there was a hacked file on it. It's been on there for a long time, but mysites.guru had updated their definitions, and I saw that it was hacked. I got the alert and just deleted that file. It's been on there for like 6 or 7 years. Probably was not doing anything, but still good to get rid of it just in case. Hello to Bjorn and Ivor in chat. It is good to see you. Let's, hey, let me show you my picture from, let's go to this one here. Excuse me, my picture today, the background picture is another one when I was in Washington, D.C. for J-Day USA. And this is looking, I don't know what direction that is, but anyways, behind me is the Lincoln Memorial, and then that's looking down the long reflecting pool of the mall to the Washington Monument, and then way off behind you can see the Capitol building. Actually, when you get to the Washington Monument, if you hang a left there and go, you can see the White House and go and check that out. So yeah, that's a video I thought I'd use for background. And as you can see, the ground is very wet. Susan and I had been there. We'd gone to go to see the Korea War Memorial, which is to the right. If you walk to the right. But then there was a downpour, so we actually went back. We were kind of wet when we did that, but there we go. All right. Yes, and now let me just fix one thing on my window here. Oh, and I'm still streaming. So am I, I'm showing up blurry. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go, a little delay. Let me turn that off. All right, so let's turn our attention to the screen and we will get at this. Now this method of, this alternative method of organizing menus in Joomla is something that Adam Melcher has mentioned a couple times. I heard him say it, talk about it, and show it at J-Day USA, but also he mentioned it in a small business Joomla users group that I'm in. And so I thought today we would look at it. And the reason this came to mind is because yesterday I found on my site, I went to add a menu item and something was not working properly. And I thought, oh, that'd be a great topic for today. I also have in discussions, I'm planning with 4 different people to have guests come onto the channel too and show extensions. So that is good as well. All right, let me just concentrate here because I've got the wrong password being filled in there. So this is a Joomla 5.3 site. And when we look at the front here, we pretty much have the same menu system here. And what I want us to see here is, and I'm hoping that I can demonstrate this so then we can do this new thing. Let's click on About Your Home page, and it is underneath Help. And when we click through, you'll see the URL is index.php help about your home page. All right, now let's suppose that we don't want this drop-down menu to this submenu about your home page. We want to put it somewhere else under sample layouts. So let's go to menus, menu items, And let's just filter for about. There's about your home page. We'll go into here, and now we will, over here in the right hand, the parent item, we're going, instead of it being under help, we're going to move it and put it under sample layouts. And we'll go save. Now, I'm going to open this in a new page. Now we go to sample layouts. And there is about your home page. And same page, right? Same page, but look up at the address URL. Excuse me. The first one that we did, let me put that to the left. The first place where it was, the URL was, and I think I can, no, I can't make this bigger. But it's index.php. That's because we don't have SCF URLs on, but we've got /help, right? / about your home page. But by moving the menu item to under sample layouts, see how the URL changes up here to sample layouts / about your home page. So it can switch back and forth. You just watch it. Just watch it change up there. Back and forth, you see it switch. And that is not ideal. So what happens in Joomla is that, let's say you're setting up a site and you create your menu items, excuse me, and everything is, you've got to organize, and then maybe a few days later or weeks or months later, you say, you know what, this about your home page really for people to logically get to it through the menu structure, it should be, the menu item should be somewhere else. But you don't want to change the location of that. You don't want to change the location, like the actual structure or where that is as an article for its URL. I didn't say that very well. So what we can do is, and what Adam showed, and what we will do here, is we can take these menu items and we can have our menu in a, we can have our menu items in a menu that doesn't appear anywhere, and then we can build menus using the alias. So let me just show you that. First of all, let's go back to our layout here, and let's switch this back to help. I think that's where it was originally, right? Yes, help. So we'll go save. Now watch here. If we're going to refresh here, I think we're going to get it that is broken. Yeah, because we've moved it back, but it's going to work here. Now, when we go to menu types, this is about your home page. Yes, an alias is a very smart thing, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the, first of all, this is the menu up there is main menu blog. Okay. Throws you a bit off. Main menu is actually down the side here on Cassiopeia, but main menu blog. Let's go and we will add a new menu item to the main menu blog, which is what is selected, and we're going to go alias. Select, and we're going to go down to system and a menu item alias. Now what this does is it does not create a new menu item that, say, points to a category blog or to a single article. This actually creates a menu item that points to an existing menu item. The beauty of which is that if you change the original menu item, then all the aliases are still pointing to that one. So we're going to call this about your home page. Whoops. All right. Now, we've selected menu item alias. Well, which one are we going to point this to? We're going to go select. And there is the single article right there about your home page. So that's the link that we want. But we're going, let me just put about your home page 2 up here. Now, actually, if we leave that, this, yeah, we'll put 2. Now, if we give, I think, take the 2 out. Watch this. If I save this, it's going to say, uh-oh, that alias. Oh, okay. It actually let me do it because there wasn't already an alias called about your home page. All right. I didn't. If you save it and you get an error saying that the alias already exists on the menu, you need to put something unique here. And what I want you to see is that we can, I can do this about your home page. I can just call this alias because, and this is a little note for myself, this URL will not exist anywhere in your site because this menu item alias simply just points to the menu item. Let's go down here and put this under sample layouts, this menu like we did before, and we'll go save. And now when we preview, watch, we've got help about your home page. See the URL up here, help about your home page. But we also have the link over here under sample layouts. Hold on for a sec. Sample layouts about your home page. And this is in the main menu blog. Why did that not show up? Maybe caching. Let's try this. Control Shift and R. Sample. Okay, yeah, I just had to refresh the cache. Now, see, here we've got about your home page. Here we've got about your home page. And look, it's even underlined showing us the current page we're on. So let's just go home. All right, help about your home page. Here, about your home page. We click on that, but look, the URL is the same. Help about your home page. So that is pretty cool. So let's make some. So that's how the alias works. And basically, if we were to go to here, and now we have 2 menu items being filtered in about your home page, the single article, whoops, and about your home page, the alias. If I go into about your home page, we'll leave the alias the same, and I change this, important, save. We go to our sample layout about your home page. Notice up here, you are here, home, help, about your home page, important. Now we didn't change the URL, the alias, so the URL stays the same, but we automatically change this. If we were to move this main menu item here to a new parent, that would change where everywhere points. Now, the advantage of this setup is this. Suppose you really have to move this. You think, oh, I should never have put that in help 3 months ago. I should have put it under articles. Okay, sample layouts, articles. I should have put it there. So we'll save. Now, of course, that URL is broken because we moved it. Let's do this. We go sample layout, articles, about your home page. Now, the URL does change, sample layouts, articles, about your home page. So you would have to do some rewrites, whatever you're doing for your search engine friendly URLs, if you're using a third-party extension, or if you're just making redirects in htaccess, you would have to change this. However, the great thing is that all the other aliases will still be pointing to this new location. Watch. We will go to sample layouts to this one. This is the alias. And look, it found it. So by using these aliases in different menus, you can have location, you can point to it. to the same article, and it's all managed to the one menu item. So, which is cool because you can now have a link to this page in the same menu or in different menus all over the place, and they'll always point back to where your one menu item is. Let's put this menu item back in help, and we'll leave that, and that will be there for future reference. So here's what, if you were planning a new site or reworking your site, here's what you could do. Let's make some new categories. All right, and let's do some new articles. So I'm gonna make an article and go big dogs. All right, and we're gonna go save and new. Call this small dogs. In fact, let's make a category over here. Call it small dogs. That's going to create a category. All right. And we'll go save and new. And let's do big cats. And make a new category over here called big cats. I wonder if I have to put a space in there. Well, we'll see. And we'll go save and new. And we'll do small cats. Category small cats. We'll see what I have to fix here. Oh, see, there we got the hyphen in there. So, and we'll save and close. Now, I did not make a big dogs category. So I'm going to type in here big dogs, and we'll save and close. I'm not going to bother with any text right now. Oh, look at that. Yeah, see, so our big cats category doesn't have, oh, it does have a dash in it. Good. What, did I put a dash in the articles categories that sort with the newest at the top? Oh, let's see. So I've got big dogs, big cats, small dogs. Big dogs, big cats, small dogs. Did I not do big cats? Huh. Well, those are articles. Big dogs, big cats, small dogs, small cats. Yeah, I guess I just was wondering whether it would put the yeah, it does. Bjorn says it gets added automatically. Let's just do this here. Big dogs, big cats, small dogs. I don't know where small cats went, so let's go small cats. We'll make category articles. Oh, hold on for a second here. Well, these are categories. Okay, let's just go here. Small cats. Small cats I didn't make. Okay. Category. Small cats. And save and close. Now we will have all four of those. All right, so let's make a new menu. And we're going to do this. Okay. The next thing I want to do is make a new menu, but I'm going to not assign this menu anywhere. So I'm going to make this new menu. And I'm going to call it whatever you would call it. Let's call it CS for Cornerstone Animal Menu. Okay. And we'll just put that unique name in there and that unique name in there. We'll save and close. Now we have a new menu. Now I'm going to basically build out a core menu. I'm not going to assign this anywhere, but this is where I want the actual menu links to be with the structure that I want. So we can go to, we'll open this up. No, we won't. That's not what I want to do. Over here, CS animal menu. So you just have to remember that's cornerstone. And I'm going to make a menu item, animals. And I'm just going to make this a header. So we're going to go system link menu heading. Menu heading. It's just going to be thing at the top. And there's no link or anything to do. And we just go save and close. And clear my filter. There's animals. Next, I want to create a menu item that shows the category of the large animals. So we're going to go big dogs. Big dogs. Oh, in fact, I'm going to do dogs. I'm going to do another system link, another heading, and this one is just dogs. All right, and the parent item is going to be animals. All right, so I'm going to go save and new, and we're going to go cats. And that's going to have the parent item of animals as well. And we'll save and close. Uh-oh. Form cannot be missing required data. Oh, the menu type. I didn't select the menu type. System link, menu heading. Cats, animals, save and close. Now, basically what I'm doing is I'm organizing the way that the core structure of how I want the links to be for the path in the SEF URLs. All right. We'll see in just a second how that works. Now, we need to add some other menus down here. Actually, so let's show the category. Let's show all of the articles that are in the categories here. So we're going to go new. And in here, we're going to go, well, we'll select the type here. We're going to go articles. And let's do just a category list for now. We'll select the category, and the category is going to be big dogs. And we'll give it that name. Now we're going to go say, oh, and the parent item, we're going to put it under the dogs heading over here. We'll go save and new. And then we're going to go select articles, categories list, select small dogs. We're going to put it underneath dogs, and we're going to go call it small dogs. Save and close. Now this is a little bit monotonous for setting up our menus on this site. And again, we're doing that. I think next we'll look what to do with existing menus. CS, all right, so next is going to be big cats. We're going to select articles, category list, and we will select this category, which is big cats. We're going to put it underneath cats. Save and new. Small cats. Select articles, category list. Select small cats. Parent item will be cats. And we'll save and close. So now when we look at our menu here, we've got animals, dogs, big dogs, small dogs, dogs, and then 2 subs, cats, and 2 subs. Now this appears nowhere because on the site because we have not assigned it anywhere. But now let's suppose that we want to create a menu that only shows cats. All right. Now, right now, yes, so let's do this. We'll create, now this is our cornerstone animal menu. Now let's make, we want to have a cats menu. So let's make a new menu. Go manage, new, cats. All right, we'll just go cats. And I guess while we're in here, just in case we're going to do it later, we'll make a dogs menu. And we'll save and close. Excellent. So now we've got dogs and we've got cats. Now we want to add this menu to these to show up. And why don't we just put them down next to main menu here. Now to display a menu that we're creating here in Joomla, you need to create a module and assign it because that is how it makes it onto the template. So let's go to System, Site Modules, and let's just filter the options of the type menu. And so here is our main menu module here, and it's assigned to sidebar right. So we're going to make a new module right here, menu. All right, filter for menu. And this is going to be dogs, our dogs menu, the module that we will assign to dogs. Now, which menu we want to see? Not bottom menu. We want it to display dogs. And the position is on the other one, sidebar right. And let's do that. Let's just do dogs for now. Save and close. Now we have our dogs that's assigned to sidebar right. I want this to be at the top of that column. So I'm going to sort these arrows here so we get these dots. The arrows pointing to the thing that is highest up in the order. And so we've got special menu, dogs, and main menu. I want dogs. Oh, I guess dogs is going to be up there anyways. All right. And now let's just see what we have. Control Shift and R. Did it work? No, let's just see dogs. I might have sidebar right. Just double check this. See, I think this, correct me if I'm wrong, but when there's two things in here, one says sidebar by itself, sidebar right, which is active position, but it doesn't always show up. Again, this could be caching, but I'm going to select this so that's in there. Let's save. No, it disappears, so it can't be that. Control Shift and R. All right. Well, it's just a little bump. Let's figure out what's going on here. It's on all pages. Oh, base items, select the menu item. What are we going to show here? I don't think it's that. Could it be? All right, well, let's just go down. And I don't want to do this. Maybe I need to add something. Oh, maybe it's not showing because there's no menu items added to it. Let's add something. Menus. Here's our dogs menu. Okay, this is going to probably help. Hi, Julie. Yeah, I have no dogs in the dog menu, right? And here's what we're going to do. New. And in keeping with this, we're going to go big dogs, right? And we're going to go select. But the type we're going to create is not linking to the category. We are going to link to the system link, menu item alias. We're going to select, and we want to, let's just filter for big. This big dogs category list that we have in our cornerstone animal menu. Only hot dogs. And that will do this. Okay, so we're going to go save. And go here and Control Shift R. There we go. Yeah. Now we have our dogs menu. But you would think if we in this menu had created a link just to show the category list, the URL would probably just end up being /big dogs. But because we use the alias, I might be wrong about that, but because we use the alias, when we click here, our URL is animals, dogs, big dogs. Because the alias that we pointed to, the menu item we pointed to, where we pointed the alias, is in the cornerstone animal menu under animals, dogs, big dogs. And the reason that that is nice is because this is the structure that we want for our articles to be found. This is the structures that we want for our articles to be found in through our menu structure. And these will be their permanent URLs. So that's our dogs menu. Let's make another alias here. So we go to our dogs, and here we just hit plus here, dogs. And let's go to small dogs. Select, system, alias, select the menu item, and let's look for small, filter for small dogs, and save and close. And now that is that. Let's just see what the alias was for that. Well, still got the alias small dogs. Okay. Now when we refresh, we have two links here, small dogs. And let's just say that for the purposes of, suppose we wanted to put, create a menu which was for small animals. We could then create menu items which are small dogs, or just call them dogs even. In fact, let's just do that very quickly. Menu, manage the menus. We're going to make a new menu. It's probably a way that we could do this elegantly to have less separate menus, but I just wanted to show this to keep things separate. So we could watch small animals. Right, and we're going to go save and close. Next, we go to modules. We'll do it the fast way that Bjorn likes. We're going to create a new menu. There we go, small animals. Okay, got the title there. The menu that we're going to display is our small animals menu, and everything is good. Let's put this in sidebar right again, and we will save and close. Now we're going to go to menus, and we're going to, well, first of all, let's try this. We know that in dogs, we have a small dogs alias. So I'm going to click this, do an action. Yes, batch. And I'm going to copy it to the small animals menu. Make a copy of it. Process. And there we go. Now we can use this drop down switch to small animals. There's our small dogs. Now it says small dogs too. We don't want that because it was copying. So small dogs already existed somewhere. So it just did the 2. And now here's where we're going to run into an alias thing. See at the back here, the alias was small dogs 2. I think if we save this, it's not going to let us. Oh, yeah, there you go. The alias small dogs is already used by the small dogs menu in the dogs menu. So we have to have a different alias. The title can be the same. Now, we could have just left it small dogs 2 because that's not going to show up. This is an alias. That URL won't be used. But just for a note, we'll just go small dogs in, small dogs menu item in small animals. That, we put whatever. That you could put A, B, C, D in there. It doesn't matter. It's not going to show up anywhere. We save that. Great. Now we'll close this. Now we've got small dogs. Even though the alias is that doesn't matter. But see, we see this sort of as a note. It was what it does, especially if we're to go all menu items and not be filtering by a menu. But we don't have a menu for small cats. And so we can do this. We can go small cats. And we can select system, menu, alias. Which menu item do we want to do? Small cats. All right. And this is we don't want to do these aliases. We want to do from our structure up here. Already filtering by small. So we'll go small cats. And then that's really all that we need. Will the alias get us here? Oh, no, let us put that there. All right. Save and close. We'll go up to here. Let's go home. Whoops, let's not go home. Okay, here's our menu here. Big dogs, small dogs. Look, small dogs, small cats under small animals. So we can go small cats. And we still get the URL, animals, cats, small cats. It's the same. Small dogs, the URL is the same as up here. Because we are changing everything. All of these are pointing to the one menu item. And so really, using this method, what you really want to do is just start out with a base menu with all of the structure of how you want your URLs to find your content, and then you just point your aliases to it however you want all over, and you don't have to worry about the URL being duplicated or not exactly pointing to where you want it. And even though this is an extra step, when Adam Melcher described how to do that, I thought, oh, that makes sense, because you can then really have the structure that you want, and your menus are less confusing, and you can move things around as you want. You might run into, like we saw, the -2 if you're making a copy, although if you move something, it's just going to move. And then you don't have to worry about that -2. And every now and then you might run into an alias that is a duplicate, and you just have to add something in there. Now, I guess the next fiddly thing that I've thought about for this is, what if you have an existing site? All right, and if you have an existing site, I guess the case is this. So for instance, we have our, I think this, let's see, menu items. Which one is this? All manage this. This is our main menu blog up at the top. All right. So if we go to main menu blog, these are all here. This is an existing site. And if this is the way that you want things structured, this is how things are. So this is like in the core Joomla, but let's suppose you have a site that's 3 years old. This is the way everything is. But you want to start adding items and pointing to different areas, or pointing to different things, or have menus on different pages, then you can start pointing your aliases back to that. How does that work in that case? Well, let's suppose that this top menu is assigned to the home page only. And if you go to typography, you want a different menu to appear at the top, then you could then assign the modules to different places. So for instance, let's do this. We've got our main menu blog. So we're going main menu blog. Okay. We go to content, site modules. We're still filtering by menu. We go main menu blog. And let's suppose that we go to menu assignment. The only one that we want it on, that's is the home menu right here, main menu home. Now, watch this. When we refresh, there's no menu there, right? So, and this is a great example of what I want to show. So, but if we go home, the menu is there. Let's suppose in this typography area, there's only a few of the links that we want that are actually appear in the home. Let's say we just want, excuse me, blog, login, typography, blog, login, BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato. Okay, a BLT. So what we can do here is this. This is the typography menu. We're going to go back to modules. So we'll go back to menu, okay? Menus, all menu items. And we're going to go new. And this is going to be typography menu. Now, I'm going to leave, typography menu. Oh, I did a new item. Sorry. Did you catch that yet, Bjorn? Just looking over. Manage. A new menu. Typography menu. And we're going to go save and close. Now, next, we need to create a module. To display that menu, to say where we want it. So we're going to call this typography menu. We're going to display this menu, and this one we're going to put, I think the position is menu. Yes, up at the top. All right. And the menu assignment, we only want to see it on the pages selected. We only want to see it on main menu blog, typography right here. All right. Save and close. Now, we still aren't going to have anything show up there because we have no menu items in there. But we want to do the BL and T top menus from the main menu blog. So we are going to go into menus, typography menu, And we're going to create the first one, which is a B, but we're going to do an alias. I forget what it's called here, but we'll do this. System links, menu item alias. Bjorn says batch copy, but that would copy the existing menu type. It wouldn't make them aliases. So we don't want to do that because then we'll really end up with a URL mix up. Oh, and then change after. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. Okay. Why don't we? Yeah, we could try that. I like that. Okay, let's try that, Bjorn. We've got our main menu blog. And I'm going to filter. I only want to, because these are just top levels. I only want to see the top level. So we've got B, L, and, oh, typography. Why we would have typography in there, who knows why. But, all right, go to action. We're going to batch that. We're going to copy to our typography menu down, way down at the bottom. It's off the screen. But add to this menu. Okay. And we process. Now we go to menus, typography menu. Now here's our category, blog type, login form, single article. We don't want that. We want this to be blog. Take out the alias, and we're going to select the type, which is a system link. No, not a separator. System link, menu item alias. And then I think it's going to be just as much typing here, it looks like. But let's go blog, looking for blog. And okay, so we've got blog here, blog there. Well, I'm going to do the top. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, they've got an alias already in here. Okay. So we're going to do the top one. And again, we need to change the title. Let's just save this, see what alias it picks. Yeah, so we're going to go blog typography. All right. Save. Good. All right. So now we'll quickly do these here. Log in. Select system links, menu item alias. Select. Just look for a log. Better go log in. There's logs in there a lot. We're using not the, this is the one in typography menu. This is an alias for in that. Oh, there's an alias in the bottom menu. So we want to link to this top one. Login. This is going to be typography. All right. And we're going to go save and close. And then we just have one last down here, typography, which is going to be kind of silly to have in the top there. I guess if you want to go back home, we are going to go select system links, menu item alias, select, filter for TYP. This is the top one here. Take this out. Typography. Menu, just say it for repetitiveness that alias doesn't matter because we're using this menu alias, and we're going to go save and close. Now, when we hit typography, when we go to the typography page, we should have a menu assigned to that. And we do. Each of these, when we mouse over, see it's pointing to blog, login, typography, all top things. When we go back to blog, Now there is no top menu because we only have that top menu assigned. We could assign it to all except typography, but really the whole point of the matter is that we are now creating multiple menu items pointing to our content in just one place. We don't have to worry about them having a URL which is / typography -2 or anything like that. And that's how we're working with an existing site. I suppose if you really wanted to, you could recreate the home page menu as all aliases. But just as long as you have it in mind firmly with an existing site, that there is a main place where your URLs that's structured so things don't change, then that's good. Instead of just creating a top menu and renaming, for instance, main menu blog as CS, cornerstone main menu blog, and then recreating it with aliases and going up and putting and then assigning that menu full of aliases to that position. Bjorn says he thinks you could change the type. That would be interesting. Let's just see here. Blog, login, typography. Let's just see. Batch. No, you just have, yeah, original access level. Don't copy or move. Action to perform to copy or move. So yeah, I think there's two ways. You could copy them like Bjorn suggested, and that actually helped to keep track of what still needed to be done, staying on the same screen. So I think that saved time. But you still have to have lots of you still have to do lots of clicking to switch things. But that's a great way to have multiple menus with just the things that you want assigned to a certain place, and you have your URLs staying all the same. And I think that even though it's a bit more work at the beginning, I think that takes the confusion out of when you're creating another menu item for something that exists, or copying and the aliases and the URLs. This is just a nice way to say, oh, I've got this here. I already have that menu item. I'll create an alias to it. I'll have unique menus, and that will be good. All right, maybe for a little bonus here, let's just play around with our modules for a menu. And just I want to show you this site modules. Yeah, so we're going to menu types. So we've got our main menu blog. For our display options here, see how it says start level 1? Look what happens if we select start level 2. Okay. We go to Cassiopeia. Start level 2. There is nothing there assigned for the home when we do that. Why is that? Let's go 1, save, and refresh. We get those there. Let's toggle inline help. No, there is none there. The start level, I try to, maybe we have to select a base level. It's clear. Let's select this menu here, main menu blog. The base level is this one here, let's say, blog. Let's see here, and we refresh. This is something I probably should play around with another time. But if we start at 2, No, that just disappears. Okay, that's something I'll play around with, and we'll see. Because I believe that if we look at, and I see your question, Ivor. I believe that if we go to menus, main menu blog, and we select all the levels, I think it should start showing. This is level 1. I thought it would show workflows, but apparently not. I thought it would also start with showing blog. I wonder if we select sample layouts. Let's try this. Components. Main menu blog. Let's make this top menu. Hold on, close. Base, clear, select. Let's make it base as sample layouts. But we're going to start at level 2. Save. Let's just see if that changes. We did get blog, category list. What did we change there? Start main map, sample layouts. No. I will have to think about that. Okay. Base item start. I've used this before, but I do not know. Let me just reset this because I don't want to main menu blog. Save and close. I don't want to have this too wrecked for using and feature things before. Oh, look at that. Help came back. Oh, that might be a clue. Main menu blog. Oops, we're over. Yeah. Main menu blog, start level 2, save. Home. Help disappears. Oh, it all disappears there. That's because I need to select this menu item here, which is sample layouts. Save. We refresh. And help is gone. But sample layouts is not the first one there. And we can't see the second level. We have articles and millions showing. About your home page. Let's see, articles. Oh, okay. So what we're getting here is, blog. Blog category art. Okay. So we are actually not seeing any of the top. I was thrown off because it says blog up here. But down here, there's an alias. So we are seeing the second levels. So what we done here is saying, hey, on this particular page, I want to see this main menu blog. And this module shows main menu blog. The base item is sample layouts. All right. But only show things that are second level. And that's these blog categories articles. About. Blog categories articles about. Yes. And so the reason that I wanted to, and I was circling the drain on this, I guess, but is this. instead of having to create a separate menu that only has these items and doing them as aliases, you can show some of your navigation in areas by adjusting which levels and what the base item is. If we do 3, let's see what happens here. Yeah, I thought it would disappear because our base item is level 2. Let's clear this, select, and our base. So there's sub. Okay, so our base item, let's just say our base item is our millions. All right. I think we'll only see 3 things here: millions, love, and Joomla. If I select that. I was right. Okay. Now, I think there's something here that I could use probably more often, but it is not settling in my head yet. And I don't want, excuse me, I don't want to do it today. I do want to try this though. If we select articles, which is the parents of millions, and reduce start level, refresh, yeah, we still get that. So as long as, oh my goodness, I think I got it. If I go clear this, select, and do the top level is sample layouts. Okay, you pick the top level. Which one is the top level? And you'll see only the subs that are under it. I think that's it. So for instance, in my example before, if I had a typography menu and I had a whole bunch of items underneath, typography like fonts, CSS, and layouts, then a sub of this, if I select this as the source, I can create a menu module that is set to show the blog, main menu blog, but only with the starting item typography and only showing the the second level. Okay. And yeah, so basically, instead of having your own typography separate menu, unless you want to borrow some from these other things, if you have a hierarchy of things, in this case, if you say, hey, I just want for these, for the articles and menu items that come up millions, love, and Joomla, I only want to see this in the top menu. You don't have to create a separate menu. I think that's, oh, by the way, everyone, if you want to give the video a like, that would be great. Now we're thinking about it. But if that's confusing, I could probably set this up much better in order to demonstrate this another time. In fact, that would be use fewer menus. Use fewer menus. That would be great. That would not require you to create all kinds of aliases if all that you wanted on the pages were just these submenus. And of course, in here, we can show an end level. So if you've got 5 different levels, you can start at 3 and only show 4. And that is cool too. So I'm going to have to think about that. In fact, let me just create a new task here. And this is going to be basic Joomla episodes and start and end levels. Start and end levels in menu modules in order to reduce the number of menus you have for different areas. Thought of in this is too long. Start Control A, Control Copy, Start and in menu modules. All right. I'm gonna post this comment here. Thought of in Watch Me Work 297. All right, just let me just do this while I'm thinking of right now. This is ClickUp, by the way, which is great. And I create a new task, and it's in there. Excellent. So you can just do a start level and end level. All right, Ivor's question: how do you change the height of the banner image? I believe. Oh, one last thing here: site modules, main menu, blog, menu assignment. I want to see it on all pages. All right, which is probably going to mess up typography. Uh-oh. Main menu, blog, module, start level, show all. Here we go. It's going to mess up typography, but with that little menu there, let's just turn off the typography menu just for that page. And we're back to how things were. All right, Ivor, you're wondering about how to change the height on the banner image. Let's go right click and inspect, select it. And over here we have container banner overlay. Height is 100%. All right. This is F12 in Chrome, by the way. So if we, well, that's the overlay. Okay. So we won't want to do that because all we've done is change this gray here. Now, so on the left here, we want to select something that does that full space. And it might be, oh, okay. So if we go mod custom banner overlay here, over in the right, we see that it says height is 100 VH. If we check that, oh, that's still for the, no. All right, let's go up one level here. Still selecting it all. And if we go up one more, oh, that's the grid there. I don't think that's what we want. See, selecting that, I think that will, yeah, no. So container banner full width, max width. I think what we just need to do is add a height there. Let's go plus up there. And we can go height. Spell it properly. H-E-I-G, height. Let's try 200 pixels. Did we squish that down? Did we make it smaller? No, that's not. That's not it. Now I know why I asked. Okay, let's refresh and try again. Header display flex. Where is that CSS? Header. It's not there. I don't want to do that. Header display flex. Where are you getting that, Bjorn? Just adjust my. Hey, look, I can make myself float around the screen. Header display flex. We can go plus here. We can go header. Okay, we'll tape that in there. Um, top of the page. Not the header. I'm confused here just because the header class is here. I mean, I just changed it to 30, but that's the banner, container banner. Oh, he's talking about the blue header. Oh, shoot. Okay. Got you. I was thinking it was this image here. There we go. Yes. All right. Header. Go here. Display. Flex. Height. 20 pixels. That changes the blue. Okay. Yeah. It helps if I'm looking for the CSS for the right thing. Well, interesting then. How do you change the space of this opening here? That's the next thing I'm wondering about. Is it based on the image? No. Oh, height 100%. The height is 592. Let's go HEIGHT. 20 pixels. No, that didn't change the big thing at the back there. All right. how to change that space there. Julie will be encouraged by this because it's tricky to find these. We were looking at trying to find something yesterday. It's got to be that. Container banner full width. You would think that that is the height there. Yeah, I mean, it's just tricky. If I go plus, let's try max height. Max height, 50 pixels. Yeah, I mean, we can change that. It's just this, it's just the size of, welcome to Cassiopeia. Must be module there, right? Let's give this a try. System, site template styles, Cassiopeia. Oh, we'll go options, preview module positions. That's banner. Is there a banner module back here that we should do? Site modules, banner, clear, banner, clear. Should look at the positions, filter positions by banner. Okay, there's an image. Is it really just the image size? Container banner height auto. Where was that? We'll give it height auto. Yeah, not the overlay. All right. Yeah, it's not shrinking that image in the background. That's the thing though, right? If we go auto. The height is 100 VH. Well, we found that for the overlay. Which CSS does that where does that change though? Okay, there you go. Well, that's 1 VH. No, it's still. Well, it could be custom CSS, but the trick is what to find it. And changing the vertical height here is not changing the height of that image back there. That's the struggle. The image is the background, yeah. I just would like to switch the size of this. Yeah, and it's fixed. I guess what I'm trying to do. Overlay controls the height. No, I don't. Oh, we'll find. Let's find the overlay again. Inspect. All right, there's everything selected, but yeah, there's mod custom banner. Oh, mod custom 118 background image. Yeah. Oh, I bet you it might be this. Height. There we go. There's custom CSS for mod custom 118, which happens to be, yeah, which happens to be the ID number of this module. We see it up here. That's the custom CSS. Okay. Yeah. So mod custom 18, and then you just change this. So let's do this like that. And go to here and select. And there we go. Mod custom 118, the background image. We can go height 10 vertical height. There we go, 10 HV. And of course, media screen height 740, container banner overlay height. Yes, height 100 VH. Yeah, and that's where it is. It's in the template there, but the height of the image is set in this mod custom custom 118. If I do that and I change the vertical height, oh, there you go, and vertical height. Oh, okay, it's changing there too. All right. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah, so we can adjust that there. Gotcha. Yeah, the height of the image is irrelevant, except if I put that back to 100 and change the height to that, it cuts off what's in there. But it does change that as well. But likewise, if we do it there, you still lose stuff the same way. So you could do either, but definitely if you don't like the 100, you can shrink it down visibly here. Either way. And I think you can use pixels there too. 50 pixels. Yeah, so either would work. Yeah, it's just the trick of getting in there. Couple ways to do that. All right. Well, we have a little bit of time. Let's just see if there's any new modules. And then okay, so system install extensions, install from the web, JED sorting, newest first. Google Docs integration. Close these things. Last updated June 4th. This is brand spanking new. Google Documents integration module for Joomla allows users to embed and interact with Google Docs directly within their Joomla website. This module ensures a seamless experience by enabling users to view, edit, and manage documents without leaving the Joomla environment. Just seeing, Vinny says you changed the height of 740 pixels in that. Okay. Media screen and height. Yeah, that media screen, that's for mobile devices. So this only works if it's less than or equal to 740. So you'd want to change that for the height for the device that's using it too. Google spreadsheet integration. This is a Google Doc that you can just interact with to have people sign up for things. Excellent. That's very cool. Who did this? Excel, Word documents. Oh, Google Documents. Looks like they've got something for Excel in that. Oh, we develops. We develops, and they have 59 extensions. Cool. We've looked at some of theirs. Good for them. Contact valid email. Open in a new tab. Tired of spam clogging your Joomla contact forms? Yeah, contact valid email here. Save the day. It's from Michael Ritchie. Oh. Add it May the 27th. Update it today. He's got some really interesting, very useful things. And he's got this. I wonder if this is one he had before. He's just made it for 5. Plugin ensures only legitimate emails like make it to inbox, filtering out junk. Built for Joomla users, value clean, secure. Extension validates email submission in real time. Gives you peace of mind. I thought the Joomla email form actually checked for valid address formats, but it doesn't upon closer inspection. As long as it has an @ symbol between 2 alphanumeric blobs, it's valid. The random content and invalid email address @SC isn't a valid domain. We're clear red flags. Someone was testing my form, possibly probing for vulnerabilities. My existing CAPTCHA stopped automated bots, but this manual submission slipped through because the Joomla contact form didn't validate the email properly. That's when I decided to build contact valid email. When a user submits a form, contact valid email springs into action, validating the email address and layers. Excuse me. It starts by checking the email format with PHP's filter. Yeah, reject anything that doesn't look right. Isn't a valid domain. If you enable the optional MX record check, it query DNS to confirm domain can receive mail, catching the results to keep things fast. So valid email, whitelist, blacklist, or match. Oh, you have a blacklist. Okay. So another way to control spam through your contact. All right. DLE. A powerful Joomla extension design specific for online stores using the JCasa e-commerce component. Oh, okay. Never heard of JCasa. Plugin automatically generates optimized meta titles and meta descriptions for your product pages. Something for JCasa. Vinny says responsives can be messy sometimes because you have to test on different devices. Yes. And then you're correcting. I need to correct you. Change the height. I think. Oh, that's incorrect. Okay, so you guys working on that. Good. Barrier free. Open a new tab. Comprehensive accessibility plugin for Joomla designed to make websites more accessible for people with various impairments. It's free. Let's see the demo. Oh, off at the side here. And you can make things bigger. Highlight links.
Your template. Details. Gashri Ben Bon, Joomla. Category, your template. Your template. Millions. Worldwide.
It will
Blog.
read your links.
Joomla 5. Templates control the look and feel of your website. This blog is installed with the Cassiopeia template. You can edit the options by selecting the working on your site template settings link in the menu, which is visible when you log in.
Okay. Okay. Business hours from AA. AA speech to convert. Way to display your business hours. Okay, they've got a lot, 109. Okay. I found out that EB extensions are created by Saurabh Sao's business, and Chait and I interviewed him on a podcast years ago. Saurabh Sao. I think it's so. I have to read it, but it is the he's one of the people I've invited to come on the channel. So, all right, everybody, don't forget to like this video, please. So AA's got a bunch of stuff. Text to speech converter. Let's look at that. Go to the demo. Whoops. No, I want to go to I want to go to the demo. How do we do it? AA text to speech converter. It looks like there's not. Oh, maybe it's underneath this. It might be underneath the bottom right-hand corner here. All right. We'll trust that it works. All right. Then we have these Google slide presentations. So these will all be added, what we just looked at. AI chatbot module designed by Open. Let's go see. Okay. User Open Web UI. So if you have a API for this AI, you can have a chat with it there. Bjorn says live demo. Did I miss? Oh, there we go. Live demo. No, it's just taking us back to here. There is a pink button underneath there, which, oh, it's a shopping cart. I don't see anywhere to do the live demo. Google Slide, Outlook calendar. Okay. Hello, Stefan. Just in time for the end, possibly. But you can still give the video a like. Swipe slider. Let's see. I think we're getting soon into things that we've already looked at. No, we didn't look last week. So bring your website to life with swipe slider module. Create stunning responsive sliders. Okay. Go download. Yeah. So we don't have a demo yet, but there's another slider for everybody to check out. And I think we saw this Joe form here. Joel Osman. Another form extension. He has a bunch. How many extensions does he have? If we go back, he has 21 extensions. Good for him. And internet connection status. Let's see. Another AA one. Okay. Your internet connection status. Is this when you're working locally? Because you couldn't have this on a live site and see it if your connection was not up. Stock user static name. Strengthen user account security in your Joomla site with the user static name extension designed to prevent changes to a user's proper name for specific groups. Ah, all right. So, oh, and that's another one from Michael Ritchie. Once configured, users within those groups won't see an editable name field when editing their profiles, ensuring that changes cannot be made directly through form data, even for users attempting workarounds. In this latest version, the proper name field now displays as read only. Let's go to his webpage, see what he's got. Oh. And that was just a little error. Accept that. There we go. Joomla modules. Okay. Why is this software free? Module cool clock. Okay. Check out his extensions. Okay. You TikTok, delete articles in bulk. Oh, that sounds interesting. With this plugin, you can delete articles in bulk with just one click. It saves your time. The important thing is that this plugin synchronizes with Jooma's filter, so you can delete all articles according to the current filter. For example, you want to delete all articles in category, articles tagged, etc. Okay. Now this would be when you want to delete. Oh, that's good. If you're deleting articles, here showing 29,000 articles, you would have to go through, I think at the most you could display is 500. I think if you put all, it sometimes doesn't work, or it might actually give the, it might actually crash your site. So that's pretty cool. Oh, from Joom Helper. I have this. I have this because I have the I have the bulk thing there. I bought the lifetime forever license. That's exciting. I'm going to go and bookmark this page, and I'm going to add this to maintenance money ideas. And I'm going to go to sign that to me. Oh, interesting. Okay. Your little button up here. Select what you want in the filter. It honors the filter everywhere. Cool. Jex preloader. Emerald Page Jex membership list. The Dog's Life. Yeah, it's in the bundle. Yeah. The Dog's Life Dog Registry component includes an interface for automatic updates from Joomla administration. We were just talking about dogs. New on May 22nd. Well, there's a lot of, maybe these got all approved in a batch. Possibility to add a new dog record. So there's a dog registry here. Yes, Ivor. Ivor's asking any extension deletes all images not used. I think the one you want to look for is r2h.nl and Joomla extensions. I think it's this one here. I'll give this to you here. I don't know. I would check though with, I think this is Peter Martin. Yeah, Peter Martin. And it will list all unused images. He's got it for J4 and PHP 7. Now, maybe he hasn't updated this, but that's the one you want to check. Microsoft Forms, integration, Google Calendar embed. Nice. Wow, we develops Google Calendar. Okay. You want to put a calendar in there. Okay. Google Forms, calendar, alt text generator, Briam Loaza. That's a new name. These May 23rd. Alt text is automatically added to every image uploaded on the site. manually update and edit the AI generated alt text. You can also click on the generate alt text button. Easy setup. Get 5 credits upon setup. Oh, it's a credit thing. What's it work? Interesting. So there's some credits involved. Okay. We saw this universal head and body code BA. Yeah, and I think that catches us up. Yeah, because there's users anywhere. All right. All right. Well, that went fairly smoothly today. And that makes me happy. So, thank you, everybody. I think we'll wrap it up there because it's close to lunchtime here. And hey, update on my inbox status. I am around because of my travels. Just a sec. I got a phone call coming in here. Because of my travels, I got a little bit behind my email, but I think I'm down to around I think I have around 35 emails, maybe 40 to deal with. And some of them are just very quick ones, and others are videos I have to make for quotes for people. But I am definitely enjoying being caught up. And I find that towards the end of the day, I feel like I just to stop working instead of just grinding and having to catch up. So that is very nice. I know Vinny reached 0 inbox. I think that was a month ago or something. So that is good. All right. Everybody, thank you for the support of this channel. This is Washington live stream number 297. So 298, 299, and then we're at 300. So I don't know, maybe should we do something special for that? I know we did something special for 300. Watch me work 300 maintenance Mondays. But oh, Vinny's back to 800. Oh boy. All right, Vinny, hit those filters. I believe that if I speak at JDay USA, I think my topic next year will be the 0 inbox, how to have one, because I'm definitely learning. Yeah, if you're 800, yeah. So Vinny, are some of those like bacon, BAC? I think they call it BACAN. No, BACON, BACHAN. It's the emails that you ask for, but updates you says, oh, here's an update on server status, or an update, get newsletters from something, or an alert. I filter those into another folder. So I have tabs in my Gmail that have thousands of emails. So it's not like everything is 0, but I'm 0 on the really important stuff that I've curated. So anyways, all right, you can do it. Thanks for the encouragement, because I'm only at 40. All right, let me find the button for the happy music here. Everyone, thank you for your support of this channel. Thank you for your help today, and thank you. As usual, I hope that wherever this finds you, be it morning, evening, afternoon, or tomorrow, that you are well. Until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.